Hi guys, welcome to HFV. In this video, we'll talk about the channel's future in the most frequently visited country, Sweden. Why do we need to talk about it? Because I'm forced to make changes. What happened is, a month ago, I have randomly heard that the people in charge of the Football Federation and the TV right holder company had a discussion about this channel, which ended with informing the clubs about football vloggers not being permitted to film on the stands. They mentioned Hungarian football vlogger specifically as an example. Why? Others have been filming Swedish football with a larger subscriber base, with more views, but apparently I was the only one consistent with it. Not just coming for the fanciest games, but also covering some smaller ones. I was in shock for about 3 weeks. I hoped getting noticed after time, but this wasn't quite the way I imagined it. The right holders seemed to look at football vlogs as a threat, as something violating their interests. I wrote them an email trying to explain that my intentions are not violating the official broadcast. I tried to tell that no one would choose a poor quality vlog instead of a broadcast. The purpose of creating matchday vlogs is completely different. It's there to give people the feeling of how it was to be present, whether you were there and want to relive it or just see what it's like. I'm focused on fan perspective, atmosphere, not the game as a business unit. I never streamed the game. I never recorded the whole of it, but recording chances and goals with the supporters' limbs, that was certainly something making it special, making you guys love it. The broadcast won't be capable of giving back the atmosphere the same way as a vlog does. It's created for a different purpose. That's why the phenomenon stadium vlog exists. My humble opinion is that the content published on the channel is spreading word about Swedish football. It's free marketing for the culture, the country, the competition. And all we vloggers ask for is just to be accepted. Instead of this, people in charge want us to be wiped out. Allsvenskan, with all the respect and love I have for it, is not one of the top 5 leagues. If people from abroad are to develop interest in it, it's gonna be because of the fan culture exclusively, because that's what makes it stand out. It's so strange that this channel was a talking point in the day of such a huge company. In the middle of the winter break, somebody must have done a little bit of digging on the channel. I mean, should I feel proud of it? The answer for my email was a clear reject. They were not open for discussion. I never bumped into a problem like this in other countries. I'm being honest, in a moment of despair, I thought about stopping content creation in Sweden. But then I decided to figure out a solution. You should know that this channel is a bit more than a hobby. I'm studying media and I want to work in sports media in the future. And this channel took me to so many places. It's not like I have an extra budget to spend on travels. No, it took me more than a year to make the channel self-sustaining, which means that I get back what I spend on it. And this only with people constantly helping me out. I was hosted by several supporters, sparing about 2/3 of the costs of a trip. And I can't thank them enough. It's like having an own kind of couch surfing. I'm also giving back to the community whenever I can. I hosted and will host supporters for games in my country. Most of the channel's followers on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter are from Sweden. 25% of the channel's total views as well. You guys keep messaging me whether I'll be there at this and that game. I appreciate it really much. So whatever my own professional dreams are in the future, there is a much more important aspect. The channel created a community which gives me responsibility to carry on. I won't give up on you guys from Sweden because you seem to enjoy what this channel has to offer. Your positive feedback is the only reason why I kept traveling to Sweden. When I started, I had no idea that this is going to be the country I end up visiting the most. Your views, comments, messages were my motivation to do so. So the good/bad news is that you won't get rid of me that easily. I'm not allowed to publish match content on YouTube anymore, but I can certainly publish the support, the marches, the fan opinions. I'll try to capture more of the support during and more interviews before the game. If the game is part of my clip, I'll blur that part of the screen. After my stadium vlog is published on YouTube, you'll be able to see the blurred moments on the channel's Instagram and TikTok. I know it's not the same, but I hope it will work out. That's all, folks. That's all I wanted to share. Thanks for listening to it. Take care of yourselves. See you in Gothenburg on Sunday. Goodbye.